Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market in the last 24 hours, a lot of things have happened. First of all, Bitcoin was able to recapture the price of 88,000, and then there was a little bit of sell-off from the short-term holders where the price fell down to 87. But as compared to what happened previously where the long-term traders were taking profit, this time around the story was a little different. As you can see, Bitcoin is able to consolidate at 87,000, finally showing a little bit of a boost that we might receive, pushing the market up to 92, and maybe the confidence in the fear to the grid index will be making a recovery. On the other end, Ripple lawsuit news. XRP community seeks a massive 500 billion after SEC fallout. Now this would be a huge amount of money, which is most likely not going to be paid out, but that is a very big thing that the XRP community is going after the SEC for, because of the 4 years which were wasted for the case. And Dogecoin price risks a 30% crash despite the Doge reserve announcement. BlackRock launches first Bitcoin ETP in Europe, potentially enhancing the crypto adoption and liquidity. And MicroStrategy acquires another 7,000 Bitcoin, which is about $500 million worth of Bitcoin, and at the same time now their total is sitting close to 500,000. So there's a lot of things happening. Before we get into the details of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and especially turn on your notification so you can be up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And while you're there, slap a like on the video. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening in the crypto market. They decide to buy into it. The user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us make a lot of profit. Now, first of all, I want to give you a little bit of perspective in terms of how well Bitcoin is doing. As you can see, in the last 24 hours, it looks like the market is in a very positive trend. We were able to hold above 88,000, but this little sell-off that we received where Bitcoin actually fell under 87, found support close to 86,500, and now is making a recovery. Why is this a big deal? Because overall, this is finally putting a little bit of confidence in the long-term holders. If you just pay attention to the trading volume, it's up 50%. What does this mean? Well, there is a lot of long-term holders which are trying to buy this dip. I bet Bitcoin hits 110,000 before it retests 76,000. The Fed is going from QT to QE for treasuries, and tariffs doesn't cause the transitory inflation. Jay Powell told me so. I'm expound on that in my next essay. That's TLDR for your TikTok, and this should give you perspective, because there's a lot of people who have been going around talking about how Bitcoin is going to crash really hard and there's going to be a big fall off which can make the support fall all the way down to 70,000. But the way we are moving currently, the confidence is definitely making a recovery. The best way to see that is simply look at the fear to the grid index. From 20 or 19, we have climbed all the way to 34, which is good because more people are likely to actually throw some money into crypto market expecting to get a return. On the other end, you can see that the open interest has shown a positive gain. I mean, it looks like it's down 1%, but as compared to yesterday, it was sitting close to 23 billion. It's close to 25 billion. And the long to the short ratio is still in the favor of long traders, but you can see it's slowly starting to get closer to 50 and 50, which is going to pretty much shake up the market a little bit. And something similar is happening with Dogecoin. You guys know, as the treasuries were released at 7% up, it's making a difference. And 5,000 Bitcoin were transferred to exchanges a few hours ago. Shows on-chain data, worth watching for the potential market impact. And this is what I mean. This 5,000 is a lot of Bitcoin, and when it goes to an exchange, it's very clear that they're most likely going to be booking some profit. Now, is this a bad thing? Well, in simple terms, no, because these short-term traders are going to be taking a little bit of profit before the market starts climbing even harder. And this is a huge deal. We talked about this, but UAE commits 10 years, 1.4 trillion investment framework in the United States after meeting with Trump. Why is this a big deal? Because on the other end, they're talking about top UAE official to discuss cryptocurrency. So talking about crypto, and at the same time on the other end, they're obviously talking about 1.4 million or trillion investment in America. So seeing how pro America has become towards the crypto market, there's definitely a lot of good things that will happen. And this news took the entire market by a sweep. Just to give you perspective, European Union just recently, I mean just a couple of months ago, 1 to 2 months ago, did mention how USDT does not comply with all the regulations, so you would no longer be able to do work there. And Tether took a big beating, and that's why they're working very hard with the US government to try to get, you know, the framework and the regulations and their everything done as soon as possible to ensure that they're able to do more business, while BlackRock enter into the European crypto market. This is huge because this is pretty much helping launch the first Bitcoin ETP, and ETP is pretty much the first step of ETF, and we do need more liquidity. This product is expected to propel liquidity in the European crypto market, which, while smaller compared to the US, has demonstrated substantial growth potential. By challenging the existing offering, is likely to stimulate the competition among other financial institutes, leading to an enhanced innovation and product diversity. So there's definitely going to be more money that's going to flow into the crypto market from the European countries. You can think about how much money is just sitting around which wants to come into the crypto market, but there's no certain way to safely do so, and this is going to give them the lay-by they need. Whales have booked profit in the latest rally, offloading more than 20,000 Bitcoin. Now these are the short-term whales which are taking profit, but the next leg up it's going to be from the long-term holders, which we actually see how MicroStrategy has just bought so much. Check out what happened in Bitcoin. Last 6 times the RSI hit overbought territory in the 4-hour chart. Well, it's very clear that we were able to see a little bit of a sell-off after that, but currently this one around there might be consolidation which will be able to help it pump even harder. And Dogecoin Foundation establishes Doge Reserve to drive the global adoption. I feel like yesterday when I talked about this, a lot of people actually misunderstood why this establishment was very important. There's 2 reasons. It's not just what we're seeing currently, which is like, you know, we received 10 million Dogecoin, like they're just creating a bigger supply and they're buying more. The reserve is going to help more money flow into Dogecoin. It's actually more about the global adoption. We need more and more people to actually use Dogecoin as a form of payment, because over time, just trying to get money from a certain place is not going to be allowing for Dogecoin to become bigger. The only way that's going to happen is if we get bigger deals. And Circle to launch USDC stablecoin in Japan. Binance Japan, Bitbank, and Bitflyer to list the USDC soon. So this could be a way for Japan to get closer to stablecoins. Currently, they're not working with USDT, but USDC is actually benefiting quite largely from, you know, USDT not being able to do many businesses. But currently, the market is in a very crucial stage. It's very important to see that Bitcoin will be able to take over 92K. If that happens, we got a long way to go. Other than that, everything I say is not financial advice, it's just my personal opinion. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you're going to be putting your money into anything, do your own research. I have a good day and I'll see you soon.